Everyone in Florence believed it was malaria. They were wrong. The year is 1587. Florence, jewel of the Renaissance, is bathed in the golden light of autumn. Yet, within the opulent walls of the Medici villas, a far darker shadow falls. Two figures, united by a love that defied convention, now lie dead, their story ending in a chilling mystery that has echoed through centuries. This is the tale of Francesco I de' Medici, Grand Duke of Tuscany, and his beloved Bianca Capello. Their romance was a scandal, their union a defiance of both church and state, and their deaths, just hours apart, sparked whispers of poison, whispers that refused to be silenced. Bianca Capello, a Venetian noblewoman of striking beauty and intellect, first arrived in Florence in 1563. She was just 16, married in secret to a Florentine banker's clerk, Pietro Bonaventuri. Their elopement had caused a sensation, but it was nothing compared to the storm that would follow. Francesco de' Medici, then heir to the Grand Duchy, was already married to Joanna of Austria, a match of political convenience, not affection. But upon meeting Bianca, the Grand Duke-to-be was utterly captivated. Their affair began, a dangerous game played out in the secretive corridors of power. For years, Bianca was Francesco's secret love, a mistress kept discreetly, yet her presence loomed large over the Medici court. Joanna, the neglected wife, bore Francesco's legitimate children, but his heart, and increasingly his time, belonged to Bianca. The political implications of this affair were enormous. Bianca, a commoner by Medici standards, was seen as an interloper, a threat to the dynasty's purity. Her Venetian origins made her suspect to the Florentine establishment, who feared foreign influence. Then tragedy struck. Bianca's husband, Pietro, was murdered in 1572 under mysterious circumstances. While official reports cited a street brawl, many whispered of Medici involvement, clearing the path for Bianca's ascent. The scandal only intensified. In 1578, Joanna of Austria died, potentially from complications of childbirth, though some historians suggest a deeper malaise from her husband's infidelity. Just months later, Francesco, now Grand Duke, stunned Europe by marrying Bianca Capello in a lavish, yet controversial, ceremony. Bianca was now Grand Duchess of Tuscany, a title few believed she deserved. She was disparaged as the witch and the sorceress by her detractors, particularly Francesco's younger brother, Cardinal Ferdinando de' Medici, who harbored a deep resentment towards her. Ferdinando, a powerful cardinal in Rome, saw Bianca as an obstacle to his own ambitions and a disgrace to the Medici name. He openly despised her, making no secret of his desire to see her removed from power and from his brother's side. Despite the opposition, Francesco and Bianca shared a deep, undeniable bond. They ruled together, though their inability to produce a male heir remained a source of anxiety, further fueling Ferdinando's hopes of succession. Then came October 1587. Francesco and Bianca were staying at the villa of Poggio a Caiano, a serene country estate. On October 8th, they both fell ill, suffering from severe fevers, vomiting, and intense abdominal pain. The symptoms were sudden and alarmingly similar. Bianca died on October 20th. Francesco followed just hours later, on October 21st. The official cause of death was declared as malaria, a common ailment in Tuscany at the time. Yet, the timing, the rapid onset, and the simultaneous deaths raised immediate suspicions. Malaria, while fatal, rarely claimed two healthy individuals so quickly and concurrently. The Medici court was rife with speculation. Was it truly a natural illness, or something far more sinister? The whispers of poison grew louder, pointed squarely at one man. Ferdinando de' Medici, who became Grand Duke upon his brother's death, immediately took control. He denied Bianca a state funeral, stripped her of her titles posthumously, and ensured she was buried in an unmarked grave, separate from the Medici family crypt. This swift, almost vengeful, action by Ferdinando only fueled the belief that he had played a hand in their deaths. He had a clear motive, removing Bianca and ascending to power himself. The means were readily available in a court known for its dark arts. For centuries, the story remained a chilling historical enigma. Was it simply a tragic coincidence or a cold, calculated act of regicide and murder? The lack of definitive proof allowed the shadows of doubt to linger. However, modern science has offered a new perspective. In 2004, forensic toxicologists exhumed the remains believed to be Francesco and Bianca from their separate burial sites. The analysis yielded startling results. Tests on Bianca's remains, specifically liver tissue, showed high concentrations of arsenic. The levels were consistent with acute arsenic poisoning, a slow and agonizing death that mirrored the symptoms reported in 1587. Subsequent analysis of Francesco's remains also revealed traces of arsenic. While the levels were lower, they were still indicative of exposure, suggesting he too may have been poisoned, perhaps inadvertently, or with a different dose. The findings strongly suggest that Francesco and Bianca did not die of malaria. Instead, they were likely victims of poisoning. This scientific evidence revitalized the long-held suspicions against Ferdinando de Medici. Though direct proof of Ferdinando's culpability remains elusive, the motive, the opportunity, and now the forensic evidence paint a compelling picture. The ambitious cardinal, once sidelined by love, became Grand Duke through a remarkably convenient series of events. The tragic love story of Francesco and Bianca, a defiant flame against the rigid world of Medici power, was extinguished not by natural fate, but likely by the very forces they had defied. Their deaths serve as a brutal reminder of the deadly stakes in royal courts. In the end, Florence's Gilded Age harbored a dark secret, a poisoned chalice offered in the name of power and dynastic ambition. The mystery, once buried in unmarked graves, now speaks volumes through the silent testimony of science. Delve deeper into the dark